Hello, everybody. It's Captain Marty here. Thank you for joining us today for a report. We had some weather yesterday. We also had some fishing in the middle of it. Got some weather coming tomorrow, and I'll bring you up to date on what's going on all around the Outer Banks when I come back in just a moment.
Are you ready for a fishing thrill like no other?
Oh, there he is! There he is! Oh, got him up!
As seen on Wicked Tune Outer Banks, the Carolina Girl, captained by majestic Jesse Anderson, is a custom, luxurious 53-foot Jarrett Bay built boat running out of Hatteras Harbor Marina. Let Jesse and her crew give you a fishing experience of a lifetime. To book a trip, go online to CarolinaGirlSportFishing.com. Carolina Girl Sport Fishing, your offshore adventure awaits.
Electricity. Something I don't mix well with at all, and that's why I only trust the folks at ELS OBX. ELS OBX offers a variety of services from custom electrical installations to lighting design. ELS OBX has the experience and know-how to complete any job. They're committed to providing the highest quality lighting and electrical installations or service at affordable prices. Visit them online at elsobx.com to get a brighter idea of how shockingly awesome they are. See what I did there? ELS OBX, electrical and lighting solutions you can count on.
I always start out in Hatteras, just like I started my fishing career out on the Outer Banks down in Hatteras in 1975. Drove up from my home in Daytona Beach, excited about participating in the Hatteras Marlin Club Blue Marlin Tournament, and then looking for a job, and did all of that. And loved those folks down in Hatteras for 2 years, and moved up to Oregon Inlet. I've been here ever since. But I always have a near and dear place in my heart for the Hatteras crew. They went out and had a nice variety of fish in their offshore catches. They had king mackerel, and some good numbers of them too. Some good catches of dolphin or mahi, and they were the small ones like they are for everybody. A few wahoo, and a few blackfin tuna. And then a few of the guys went bottom fishing to increase their list of variety, and they had some sea bass, jacks, and tilefish. So all in all, again, the seafood platter brought to the dock by my charter boat buddies down in Hatteras. Now, Oregon Inlet, I could only find one boat that went fishing, which was the Trophy Hunter with Will Brown, and he had a great day of fishing out by himself, but he had a limit of dolphin, all bailers, but a limit's like 60 fish, and he had a mixture of yellowfin tuna and blackfin tuna, so his efforts were well rewarded. Why did only one boat go out of Pirates Cove? I'm not sure if anybody went out of the fishing center at Oregon Inlet or not. You know, it's a different world than it is down in Hatteras. The different winds affect each port differently. But he made it out. He made his day. Good going, Will. Bluefish around Oregon Inlet, pretty much. We'll talk more about the bluefish in the backcountry report. Pier fishing just scattered. A few big drum are caught. I saw at least one on the Outer Banks Pier, Gary Oliver's Pier, right there in South Nags Head. I got some other pier reports. 68-degree water in the Rodanthe Pier. They had a good spot bite in the morning. They also had some black drum. They had some bluefish. They had some red drum. I'm not sure what size their red drum were, and they had some gray trout. And then Jeanette's Pier, another report I was able to find, a little warmer water, 72 degrees. They had spots, pompano, speckled trout, and a few drum, but again, I'm not sure what size they were. That big drum bite is not over, but things were calming down a little bit today, although the breeze back up, and as I was coming back from the beach to my property over here in Hyde County, I drove through 3 real strong squalls, lightning, rain, and wind, probably associated with that front, and I would encourage you to be very, very careful about pushing your luck, especially out in the backcountry, and we'll get to that in a minute, as I mentioned. Surf fishing, a lot of small fish going on down on Hatteras Island, especially sea mullet, spots, and small pompano. And everywhere you go, there's a drum to be caught, but not a lot of them. Not the big drum, or that bite is not as good as it was, but it'll be back. We haven't hit peak drum season yet. So we'll take a little break. I'll come back and tell you about some really good fishing in the Sound when I return.
Red Drum Tackle in Buxton is the oldest complete tackle shop at Cape Hatteras. And being the closest tackle shop to Cape Point, Red Drum Tackle has been welcoming fishermen to Hatteras Island with a wide selection of bait and tackle, skilled custom rod builds, rod and reel repair, expert knowledge and information since 1974. Red Drum Tackle knows how, when, and where to fish. To acquire this fishing brain power, visit them online at reddrumtackle.com. Red Drum Tackle, the oldest complete tackle shop at Cape Hatteras and the closest to Cape Point in Buxton.
So, back in the Sound, we had some waders meaning not people that are wading in the Sound, not necessarily needing to wear waders because you can go barefoot right now with water temperatures 72, 74 degrees back there. But they had a pretty good bite of bluefish and puppy drum on the backside of Rodanthe, the Tri-Village area, the waders did. And then there was some of our backcountry boats, like Ricky Scarborough out of Teachers Lair Marina and others. They had a good bite yesterday on drum, mostly puppy drum, sheephead, and bluefish. So chances are right now, if you're one of those folks that are in Hatteras with your skiff and you get back out in the Sound, or if you're coming for the weekend, of course the weather's not looking too good, but that's the primary bite is drum, sheephead, and blues. The secondary bite is going to be speckled trout and some black drum, and you never know what else you might catch. But over there, a lot of their drum are yearlings or slot-sized drum. Elsewhere in the Sound, there are some of the big ones still being caught in good numbers. We talk about that like a broken record, and we're glad that record is broken. We like the fact that you can go out with a guide or on your own, catch a world-class red drum. It's our state fish. It's you have to release them. It's catch and release fishery, but makes a great picture, and there are a lot of them back in the Pamlico Sound. So that's pretty much it for today. We'll watch this weather closely. Don't push your luck. As I mentioned, the Pamlico Sound can change in a heartbeat and get rough really, really quick. It might be a good time to look around some of your freshwater areas. I've been getting a lot of little secret covert reports about the largemouth bass fishing, especially up in Kitty Hawk Bay. So keep that in mind. Might be a good time to check those spots. Also, you can find the Lee almost always wade fishing around Roanoke Island. There's other places too. Of course, we've already talked about the backside of Hatteras, but there are places you can get out of the weather and go fishing. I did notice a lot of people fishing on Little Bridge, middle of the day today, and I never could find out why that was, what was going on. But I'll work on that, and I'll get back to you if anything develops. I hope you have a great day. I hope the good Lord blesses you like he did me today.